Good evening. Happy Sunday. I hope that you're having a fabulous week. So today I want to talk a little bit about the season in which we find ourselves. We have just passed the autumnal equinox. We are into fall now, nice and proper. Maybe where you're located, you're already seeing the trees changing colors. Maybe that hasn't happened yet. Maybe you live in a place where trees changing colors isn't really a thing. Regardless, I think of this as being one of the more magical parts of the year. When we move into this fall season, I get tingles that run up and down my spine as the weather gets a little bit cooler and we feel ourselves just opening up to the quietness that comes with the fall. I truly think there is magic in this season. So I thought for our meditation class today, we would try to resonate with the seasonal change that's going on in the world and then also probably within ourselves. That I feel a level of change that comes in the spring and that comes in the fall that's pretty beautiful and sacred. So I'd love to work with you all on that today. So please find a comfortable way of sitting. You can sit upright if that feels nicer to you. If you'd rather lean back in a chair or lay down on the floor, that's fine as well. So I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. And feel yourself just relax. For the next little bit of time, there's nowhere you need to go, nothing else you need to do. All you have to do is just simply be here. So notice, how are you breathing? Notice, how are you feeling? And just let everything slow down. We're moving away from all the busyness and chaos of summer, being outside, going places, doing things, and we're moving into the more reflective months. So feel your body, your mind just relax. Feel your belly expand and contract effortlessly. And just be very present to yourself. Just notice what's going on in here. What are you experiencing? How are you today? And then I want you to just notice if you can feel any sort of shift in the world, in your environment. Have you noticed that the nights are now longer than the days? Have you noticed that the weather is a little bit cooler than it's been? Have you noticed, maybe it's not even anything you can point to, have you just noticed something that feels a little bit different? And then hone in on that feeling. Where is that shift? Where is that change? One of the things that I think the autumn brings us is a connection to the fireworks at the end of life. Now we've had these beautiful greens that have now turned to oranges and reds and yellows, or are turning that way. And it's like this grand celebration before life starts to wither away. It's a time that naturally pulls us into reflection on our own mortality, to reflect on how this vibrant life that we live isn't all that there is to our experience, that we will experience a fallow period, a death period, and that all of it is sacred, all of it is beautiful. But that transition from vibrant life to death isn't something to be feared. It's a place of magic. We see colors in such frequency in the autumn that we don't see at any other point in the year. When that autumn wind just blows past you, sometimes it almost feels like you can fly. It feels like magic is possible. Because it's a point of change. And it's naturally a connection to that space between life and death. A magical transition point. A transition point between the waking world that we normally live in and that other world that we only glimpse from time to time. That spiritual landscape, that land of the dead, that land of spirits, that land of wonder. We glimpse it here in the autumn. We glimpse the magic that lies within us and without us as the weather changes. And while part of us may wish to mourn the passing of summer, the end of celebrations and boat parties and block parties and cookouts and baking outside, grilling outside with friends, there's something so beautiful of the solace, the quiet, that we start to get pulled into in the fall. So do you feel that within you? Do you sense this opportunity to open up to that something other, that other world, that thing that is not living, that maybe connects you to the world of spirit, to the world of the dead? And can you resonate with that? I think there's no mistake that we celebrate Halloween, a celebration of that which is otherworldly, a celebration of that which is magical, that which is a celebration of spirits in this season. I could imagine celebrating that holiday in the springtime or the green lushness of summer. This is the time to connect with your wonderment, with your magic. So as you breathe, just start to sense the life force around you. Start to feel the space you occupy. Feel the earth around you, the plants around you. The plants know that it's time for change. They're shedding their summer leaves in preparation for the winter, pulling their sap back in and down into their roots, for all intents and purposes appearing dead to the world. not. They're just undergoing a magical transformation. Can you feel that? Can it not just be a concept, but as you breathe and sense the living planet around you, can you sense how it's going through a magical transformation? Can you sense how we are a part of that? It's not us versus nature. We are part of nature. We are part of the natural world. You too are going through a point of transition by the sheer fact that you are a living entity going through fall. It's a time for shedding. It's a time from shifting from the outward focus of summer to the inward focus of fall. I remember when I was a younger man, teenager, and I think in my 20s, I used to love to walk out on an autumn night and just imagine that I was flying on a broomstick, that this was my chance for my magical abilities to explode. And it was so present, like I could just feel it, that if I just took the right step or took the right leap, it would happen. And I remember when I was younger too, on the Halloweeny sort of theme, watching shows like Beetlejuice, the movie, or the cartoon that was popular when I was a kid. And in the cartoon, at least, the main character Lydia used to go with Beetlejuice down into the netherworld, where she would meet all these ghouls and creatures. And there was a part of me that felt like, yeah, that's real. Like, we can do that. We can leave this waking world and go to this realm of spirit. And in my spiritual life as an adult, I've had experiences like that. There is so much more to this world than we think. There are so many other worlds besides just this one we walk around in. Or should I say, the world that each of us walks around in, because each of us have our own world. That's different from our neighbors, that's different from our sisters, that's different from our partners. We all live in our own little world. But you can choose to step outside of it and connect with consciousness, connect with other realms of awareness, connect with nature. You are so much more powerful than you think. And there's so much more out there than you realize. So as you breathe, just feel yourself let go. Feel yourself give in to that transition to fall. Feel yourself give in to your magical world. A place where fairies and spirits, maybe even witches, exist. It's part of the reason I love fantasy movies and fantasy books so much, is it connects me with the truth that some people think is just fiction, but it's really there. There is really this other space. And this time of year connects us to it. step through the doorway. Go through the portal. Allow yourself to transition. Do not be afraid of death. Everything that lives will die. And this is the season to die. So let the parts of you that need to go, go. Open to the ethereal. And be where you need to be. That's good. That's good. Let go. You are powerful. You are magnificent. And you are exactly where you need to be. Let go of who you've been. Become who you are. There is nothing more than that. Breathe deep in your belly. Follow the breath in, follow it out. Study the breath. Allow yourself to crack open like an egg. The only thing keeping you from your enlightenment is letting go. Just let go. and attain everything. Pause there for now. You only get this one life. Or if you believe in multiple lifetimes, there's no guarantee that next time around you'll be given a human life. Or even if you are given a human life, that there'll be one that is able to do spiritual work. That you'll be able to practice, that you'll be exposed to it. So it's best if you make use of this time now. It's best that you use however many years you are given to achieve a state of enlightenment and attainment, peace within. Because while, no matter how evolved you become, you'll still have things to work on, you'll still have struggles. Life gets a hell of a lot better when you let go. Life gets a lot more fun, a lot more blessed, a lot more enjoyable. The deeper you go within, the higher you climb into your spirituality. So it is my sovereign wish that you find peace, you find joy, and you find connection to your wild, beautiful, electric self within. Welcome. Such a pleasure to be here with you all. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy day and very busy weeks to come do some work together. You could have taken this time on YouTube instead to watch a YouTube video about one of the Kardashians, but instead you decided to come in here and do some spiritual work. So, that's pretty cool. So much love for you all. I hope you have a fabulous week. Happy October. Next time I see you will be October. I've been working on a really exciting project that I can't wait to tell you all about. So I'm sure there'll be some exciting news coming out about that in the next couple weeks. Thanks, Meredith. So much love for you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Rest of your weekend, a few hours that are left. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you.